the wagon. Yes, why not join and somehow use his charisma to bring some focus on nature conservation, right? We truly have a lot of respect for every human being, and we have the same amount of respect and adoration for Mr. Rajinikanth for all that he's done. We wish him a happy birthday and a long life ahead. And we are going to use his name for generations in trying to get all of you inspired about nature conservation. See, we'll never move away from what we do. Ours is nature conservation. Yes, there we have a superstar in the chess world, the youngest chess champion. So a lot of reasons to celebrate, whether it's chess, whether it's movies, whether it's. But we as EFI can do only one thing. We always can celebrate only India and her environment, and India and her environment every day with some new reason. Today, Mr. Rajinikanth is the reason. And some of you are hardcore fans, I understand from the excitement that you've shown ever since we declared that this quiz is going to happen. We're going to ask you questions related to India and her environment, and somehow we're linking it to Mr. Rajinikanth. Yes. So we again, as I mentioned, are using him as a platform to take forward this message of nature conservation. The first question that we're going to ask you, part of EFI's India Environment, Mr. Rajnikanth quiz, if I can call this that. This is the Superstars of Indian Environment quiz. Yes, we can talk about the sea turtles, we can talk about the dugongs, we can talk about the great Indian bustard, we can talk about the rhino, we can talk about the hulock gibbon, we can talk about the dolphins, we can talk about every superstar out there in the wild. No denying it. But today's quiz is going to touch on all those subjects with a Mr. Rajinikanth twist. Answer this first question. You're playing EFI's India Environment Rajinikanth quiz because today is this amazing artist's birthday. So happy birthday to him. And here is the first question. Most parts of Mr. Rajini's Muthu movie were shot in a palace. And this palace is on the banks of a river. Name the river. If you're a die-hard Rajinikanth fan that you claim that you are, you should have the answer. You're playing this quiz here on YouTube and here on Instagram with us at EFI. We've asked you the first question. Mr. Rajinikanth's Muthu movie, large parts of it was shot in a palace. This palace is on the banks of a river. Which river? Name the river. I don't know if you even expected this question, but if you know the answer, throw it at me. We're asking you question number one. Mr. Rajinikanth, hi, Monik Malvika, how are you? We are asking you the first question. Mr. Rajinikanth's Muthu movie was shot in a palace. Most parts of the movie was shot in a palace. Good guess, but I don't think it's Kuam. This palace is located on the banks of a river. Which river? Kaveri. No. Is it Kaveri? We're asking you a question. Mr. Rajinikanth's Muthu movie was shot in a palace. Most parts of this movie were shot in a palace. Which river bank is this palace located on? Unique 1 PK, Leela Ravenclaw, Bhavishya, all those who are joining us. This is EFI's India Environment Quiz. Today is Mr. Rajinikanth's birthday. So we thought, why not we also join the gang and celebrate his birthday? Kalyani Tirtham, okay, Kalyani Tirtham, Kabini. Ashwin's given me an answer, Adayar. It is Adayar. Adayar River. And you also should give me the name of the island on which the palace is located. It's not Krishna, it's not Kabini, no, it's not the Travancore Palace. Malaysia Karayoram Tamil Padam Kurvi Periyar. No, Karayoram Tamil Padam Kurvi. Okay, no, it's not Periyar. Muthu movie, most parts of Muthu movie was shot in a palace. And which river's bank is the palace located on? That's a beautiful turtle, Golu doll from EFI, which I'm using. It's not Srirangam, it's Adayar River. It's not Srirangam, it's not Kaveri, it's not Krishna, it's not Periyar. Ashwin's given the answer. It's not Kuvam. Ashwin gave the answers for the second time. It is the Adayar River. Now, which is the island on which this palace is located? Give me the name of the island. This palace is also located on an island. Name the island. You're playing EFI's India Environment Quiz. Mr. Rajinikanth quiz. It's not Tamirabarani. And you thought we'll just ask you questions directly. Where was Mr. Rajinikanth born? What was his first job? What's his actual name? No, 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 no. This is not celluloid quiz. This is an India environment Rajinikanth quiz. Most parts of Muttu movie was shot in a palace, and that's the Chettinad Palace. Near, yes, it is Quibble Island. It is the Chettinad Palace on the banks of the Adaya River, and it is the Quibble Island. And all of this is in Chennai, not very far from where I am. The Chettinad Palace and the Adaya River and the Quibble Island are somewhere there. Somewhere there. Yes, it is the Quibble Island. It is the Adaya River. Lalit Maha Mahal. No, it's not Lalit. Sir, I asked one question. Yes, Mr. Saravanan, towards the end, you can ask a question. I'll definitely give you the opportunity. We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz. To all the Rajini fans out there, we are trying to see if we can somehow use this great artist to actually be an influencer for nature conservation. We took the liberty in putting this quiz out, India Environment, Mr. Rajinikanth quiz. Yesterday we celebrated the Mahakavi Bharatiyar quiz with India Environment reasons to it. Today it is Mr. Rajinikanth. Question number 2, Mr. Rajini and elephants. The entire movie has Mr. Rajini and his character aligned with elephants. Name the movie. Mr. Rajini and elephants is the question. That's all. There ends the question. Mr. Rajini and elephants. Name the movie. An entire movie is all about Mr. Rajinikanth and elephants. There is a movie like that. And you thought it's all about goggles, hair, Padayappa. No, you can answer to my question with a question mark. Yeah, Annai oru alayam. Let's see. Linga. Vishnu's got the answer. Srinivas has given the answer in Tamil. Yes, it is Annai oru alayam. And in the movie, Mr. Rajinikanth is a hunter, and he somehow separates this baby calf elephant from the mother. And the entire movie's journey is all about how he reunites the calf with the mother. What a beautiful plot, yeah? Quite an interesting story. Imagine making a movie like that in the current age. Really imagine making a movie like that in the current age. How simple, how nice the storyline is. Annayor Alayam is actually the movie where it's all about Mr. Rajinikanth and the elephant. Yesterday quiz, please, about Mr. Bhatia, Mahakavi Bhatia. It's there. We've posted it. Please go watch it. Yes. The third question I'm asking you, Mr. Rajinikanth and Jallikattu. Hati Mere Sati. Yes. Mr. Rajinikanth and Jallikattu. Name the movie. Sorry. Mr. Rajinikanth and Jallikattu. Name the movie. Annayor Alayam. There I'm getting Travancore Palace. No, it's the Chettinad Palace for the previous one. Travancore Palace. No. So give me the answer. Mr. Rajinikanth and Jallikattu. Name the movie. We're playing if Kala. No. Yeah. Ashwin's Murari Kala. Yes, that's a brilliant North Indian, South Indian mix of a good movie that Mr. Rajinikanth can technically do because he's acted in so many Hindi movies, Tamil movies, Telugu movies. What a versatile star. He was able to reach out to massive crowds all across the country. Moratu Kalai. All of you giving me the answer. Mr. Rajinikanth and Jallikattu. Yes, it's Moratu Kalai. Yeah, it's Moratu Kalai. Now we're going to stop with these three questions on Mr. Rajinikanth. We'll come back to Mr. Rajinikanth's questions. Let me ask you this question. The Indian Ocean is a superstar when it comes to oceans. Pacific, Atlantic, all brilliant. No less, yeah. Nature's alignment is all one and the same. We've just given different names. But Indian Ocean is the superstar of the oceans because it covers dash percentage warm waters. Okay, it covers dash percentage of the earth's surface. What percentage of the earth's surface does the Indian Ocean cover? What percentage of the earth's surface does the Indian Ocean cover? Sriram, Dipesh, Rambler, Gayatri, 70% of the earth's surface. If Indian Ocean covers 70%, oh wow. One third. 20, 20. I'm getting 20. 13. 20. Indian Ocean actually covers 20% of the Earth's surface. Can you just imagine what a mighty water spread that is? 20%. Saumya, Kailasa, Manigandan, you answer, you don't question mark me back. Yes, here we are playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz. What a beautiful day. Pondicherry to Chennai, the kind of rains that we've seen today. Yes, and the rain's given a break now. Yeah, since evening the rain's given a complete break. What a beautiful day. If you've actually taken photos, or if you've made reels of yourself, if you've actually shot videos of today's rain from your window with a hot cup of coffee, send it to EFI as a direct message. We'll post it tomorrow tagging you as a water warrior. Or we have another title called Hydro Star. Yeah, Hydro Star. Send us a good photo that you've clicked of today's rain. Chennai, Pondicherry, or this season's rain. Chennai, Pondicherry, wherever you are from, Coimbatore, Alapi, Erode, Bangalore, this year, southwest northeast monsoon. If you've actually, Varsha says it's unique because it's the only ocean named after a country. Yes, perfect. So, also the subcontinent. Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you, Varsha. So, we are talking about a good photograph, good video from you that you've clicked shot of this year's monsoon. Send it to us and EFI will post it across. We are playing EFI's India Environment Quiz here on YouTube, here on Instagram, and we are asking you questions on India and her environment in the prism of Mr. Rajinikanth, because we are celebrating the superstar of the movie world. We're taking you all over. I have a lot of Mr. Rajini questions, don't worry. But here we're going to stick to a couple of environment questions, then jump back to Rajini and environment questions. Yeah. Which district in Karnataka is known as the Five Rivers Land? Which district in Karnataka is known as the Five Rivers Land? Punjab is the state of the five rivers, no denying it. But within Karnataka, there is a district which is called as a Five Rivers District. Which one is it? 1 minute, I just have to finish this across. Yeah. Which river in Karnataka is known as the river, the district of five rivers? Belagavi, Belagavi, Vijaypura, Bijapur. Bijapur has the old name, Vijaypura has the new name, or the rename. Give me some of the rivers' names also, please. Which district in Karnataka is known as the district of the five rivers? Which district in Karnataka is known as the district of the five rivers? We are playing EFI's India Environment Quiz, and this is the Mr. Rajinikanth India Environment Quiz that we are playing today. Krishna, okay. Tungabhadra, no. Dhoni, yes. Tunga, Varahi, Bhima, yes. Krishna, Bhima, this is where the merger and all that. Kabini is way below. Kabini is way below. Kabini is from Kerala to Karnataka and merges with the Kaveri at T. Narsipura. Malaprabha, definitely yes, Malaprabha. If you're giving me Malaprabha, you should give me another Prabha. The sister rivers, Malaprabha and Ghatha Prabha. Yes. All nice Bahubali names. Huh? Ah, brilliant. That's all. You've all thrown the names at me. Don't even worry. Periyar and all. Everything doesn't happen to be Periyar, Kochi, Alapi, Kerala, Bharatapura, Muvatupura and all. Come on, move. We're talking about Karnataka. We're playing this EFI India Environment Quiz here on YouTube and here on Instagram. Today is India Environment Mr. Rajinikanth Quiz. We're dedicating this quiz. No more than dedicating this quiz, we're using this brand, Mr. Rajinikanth, to just spread some more awareness on India and her environment. I asked you questions on Mr. Rajinikanth and elephants, the movie. You gave it as Annayura Alayam. Mr. Rajinikanth and Jallikattu, it's Muratu Kadai. Mr. Rajinikanth's Muttu movie was shot. Most parts were shot in a palace on the banks of which river? Adaya River. Which island? Kuibil Island. Here's an interesting question. If you are a real Rajini fan, you will answer this question. How many real Rajini fans playing this quiz? Give me a thumbs up. Let me see how many of you are real Rajini fans. Thereafter, let me ask this question, because I'm going to add some pressure on you to see if you're able to answer this question. How many real Rajini fans? You're not one of those mob fans. You're the real Rajni fan. Look, they can't be Muthu Velan says he's one. I am the fan, and I'm Vishnu is a fan. Brilliant. Okay, Ashwin, of course, Ashwin, Srinivas, I could get that as soon as you asked yesterday. Now comes the question. Prove your loyalty to your superstar. Yeah. Subbu is expressing her love on the banks of which river to Mr. Rajinikanth in that movie? I'm going to leave it there. I'll repeat the question. Subbu is expressing her love to Mr. Rajinikanth in that movie on the banks of which river? Vaigai. Come on, give me an answer. Oh, I don't know. Maybe in that movie Pandian, her name is Subbu. I don't think so. Maybe it is Miss Kushbu's name was. There comes the answers. Srinivas, you are actually the true Rajni fan. Huh? Take the crown and walk away. Take the crown and walk away. There's so many of them. Leela, Subashri, Gayatri, Arulvani. Yes. Subbalakshmi is a character played by Miss Shobana, and Surya is the character played by Mr. Rajinikanth in the movie Talapati. And the song goes Yamuna Yachile, Ira Kachile. Yeah. So actually, Subbalakshmi, Upparode, brilliant. How I wish it was Upparode. Yes. So Subbalakshmi as a character confesses her love, sings about her love to Mr. Rajini's character on the banks of which river? And there are true Rajini fans. Huh? Isn't this man a blessed soul to be loved by so many for so many years and for so many reasons? That's why we are trying to stick to his name to bring in some more environmental awareness. Yeah. And when you're done, go on Twitter, tag Mr. Rajnikant. Do us this favor. Yes, you can. Srinivas to everybody. Tag Mr. Rajnikant and tell him, look, my dear star, I celebrated your birthday with E.F.I volunteer. That is our tagline. And I'm not being shameless. You can call me shameful also. It's okay. Let Mr. Rajnikant know E.F.I exists. And let Mr. Rajnikant in his next movie not talk about E.F.I, but talk about lakes, ponds. Tirunelveli is drenched and Poovaras and Kulam of E.F.I is full, which is brilliant news. Superstars of the pond world in Tirunelveli is Poovaras and Kulam. So go tag Mr. Rajnikant, tell him, my dear superstar, I celebrated your birthday by playing an India Environment Rajnikant quiz. We'll give you, you can download the poster. Yeah, we'll send it to you on WhatsApp also if you want. And put it out there and tell him, I played the India Environment quiz where we focused on nature. In your next movie, please emphasize on nature conservation. Loosely based on the life of John Pennyquick. Name the character and movie. Mr. Rajnikant's movie, his character and the movie you have to name. And the story is loosely based on Mr. John Pennyquick's life. And if you're wondering who John Pennyquick is, you'll go do a search for that. Then you'll come back and link it. Lungs, you're almost there. I know how difficult it is. Autotype. Linga comes the answer. What a bomb that movie was in the box office. Huh? But then, John Pennyquick. Selfless individuals. When we talk about Mr. Kalingarayan, when we talk about Thiru Kalingarayan, Mami the Thiru Kalingarayan, or when we talk about Sir Vishweshwaraya, when we talk about Miss Bangaradotti, yeah, we also proudly talk about John Pennyquick for his selfless, voluntary efforts in establishing the Mullai Periyar and bringing in water to the Kambam Valley. And Mr. Ayyamayar, of course, Ayyamayar, yes. And how Mr. Rajnikant portrayed that character in that movie is phenomenal. Yeah. And the next question, you're simply going to throw the answer like that. Chitti was thrown into which dump yard? Chitti was thrown into which dump yard? We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Mr. Rajnikant quiz. We've asked you two things. One, you're going to send E.F.I photographs and videos that you've made. Photographs and videos that you've made this monsoon season. We're going to post it tagging you. We're also asking you to go on Twitter, tag Mr. Rajnikant, wish him a happy birthday and tell him, dear superstar, with E.F.I volunteer, I celebrated your birthday by playing the India Environment quiz. And we focused on the Pallikaranai dump yard where you were thrown as Chitti the Robo. Maybe you should give a voice for how marshlands should not become dump yards. Dear superstar, you had the glorious opportunity to sing and dance along the most talented Miss Shobana on the banks of Yamuna. But today, sir, that river is frothing. So we really are using your name to bring limelight to those habitats. Sri Rajinikanth ji, you were in that beautiful movie called Muttu, which was shot for large parts on the Quibble Island on the banks of Adayar. And we are trying to bring focus onto the Adayar River conservation. And how beautifully you brought a story of a calf elephant rejoining her mother in the forest. And we spoke about that movie. Please bring such stories so that there's more focus on nature conservation. And that's why today's quiz is all about India and her environment. And we're using the Superstars brand to just talk about India and her environment. We don't care. Yeah. Mr. Rajini and hypnotism in a movie takes to the sky. Name the movie. Mr. Rajini and hypnotism takes to the sky. Name the movie. Mr. Rajini and hypnotism takes to the sky. Name the movie. Mr. Rajini and hypnotism takes to the sky. Name the movie. And if you're sitting there wondering, is it hypnotism, Chandramukhi? Isn't Chandramukhi something of a split personality? Or I don't know, multiple, whatever disorder that is, bipolar disorder, Kabali, Marupiravi. Ashwin's got an answer. Why don't you all look at that answer? Hypnotism with two prominent female stars. It is Kalugu. The movie's name is Kalugu. Yeah. And if you're a movie buff, if you're somebody who's looking for content related movies, this one is quite a thing to watch. Watch it whenever you have time. When you have one of those woke weekends, watch this movie. And please watch it alone. Don't watch it in a gang. And don't watch it with your present day mindset. Kalugu, there comes Anuganga's answer also. We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Mr. Rajinikanth quiz. Yes, we've asked you a lot of questions related to India and environment. I'm going to ask you just last two questions. Yeah. Give me the name of the largest lake in India. How can there be an E.F.I quiz without a lake question? When E.F.I is celebrating art in the form of Kutch Airy, any Rajinikanth quiz also has to have a lake question. Give me the name of India's largest lake. If you're from Kerala and you're the last person to answer this, and if your name is Welkins Claire, uninstall Instagram now. When Karnataka questions are thrown, you keep giving me Kerala answers. When a Kerala question comes, or if you're marrying into Kerala all the way from Rajasthan and you don't know this answer, please look for another bride elsewhere. We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz. There. It's time to uninstall Instagram. It's time to look for a bride elsewhere. People just are not quick enough. It is the Vemanad. At almost 2,100 square kilometer. What a mammoth, massive watershed, water spread. The last question we're going to ask you. Movies are phenomenal platforms to bring in such social change. Look at what Mr. Rajinikanth's been able to achieve, a cult status from Japan to everywhere. I still remember an Air Asia aircraft with his face plastered on it, which brought people at 5 o'clock in the morning. Multiple lake cleanups, beach cleanups. I'm no Rajinikanth. E.F.I is no Padayappa movie. We know that. Srivaths is no star. Vishnu is no star. Ashwin is no star. We all know that. How much we all try to bring people together. Art, entertainment, politics, cricket, and for today, maybe chess. Tomorrow we'll forget. Yes. The way these people, these artists, these stars can attract people, we all can't. And why do we want to attract people? We just want to bring in more volunteers. That's all. We don't want followers. We don't want people celebrating us. Nobody's expecting any of that. We just want volunteers. Why does it have to be just us out there in the lake, in the pond, in the beach? Why does it have to be just us? That's the question. That's why we're using Mr. Rajinikanth's name today. Where we're trying to see through this big brand name if we're able to get more volunteers. Quick reminder, you're going to send E.F.I your photographs, your videos of the monsoons this year that you've shot with credits to you as a hydro star. We're going to post it. Second thing, you're going to go on Twitter, you're going to find wherever Mr. Rajinikanth is, and you're going to actually tag him, tell him, my dear superstar, I celebrated your birthday today with E.F.I volunteer. And all that I did was play an India Environment Rajinikanth quiz. The last question is this. It's a phenomenal movie. Go watch it. Yes. If I have a lot of adoration for Mr. Rajnikant, Muthu, Padayappa, definitely yes. And the life-changing experience that he gave to most of us through Pete, yeah. But this movie is one of its kind. It's Mullum Malarum. The movie is Mullum Malarum. I'm going to leave this as an open-ended question. Give me all the nature connect to Mullum Malarum. Everything that you can think of if you watch the movie. If you've not watched that movie, give me 2 minutes. I'll give you all the nature connect. When wonderful people get together, brilliance is achieved. And this movie is testament to that. Yes. From the cinematography to the music to the direction to the acting, oh, what a masterpiece. Mullum Malarum. Yes. Now give me all the nature connect from Mullum Malarum. We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz, Mr. Rajinikanth special, celebrating the birthday of one of India's greatest actors of all times. There's no denying it. A man who commands such fan following, such respect, that E.F.I is no shy. E.F.I feels it's absolutely okay. He's a public, I can't call him property. He's a public asset, no, isn't he? So we're just using him to bring in awareness about India's environment. We spoke about Vembanad, we spoke about Indian Ocean, we spoke about all these animals, rivers, lakes, and ponds, and we're using Mr. Rajinikanth's name. Mullum Malarum. Are you all typing the answer? If you don't want to type the answers, if you just want to discuss this, quickly give me thumbs up. I'll give you the nature connects of Mullum Malarum. It's an open-ended question. You can give me all possible answers. I'm not sure if I'm getting your answers because my internet might be slow. There. Sendalampoovil song, Ooty, Drought Town, yes. Mountain, trees, mountain train, mountain, river, forest. Hi, sir. What you're contributing? Oh, thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. There are so many answers that's coming from all of you. I'll give you all the nature connect. There's a beautiful canal. On the banks of the canal, the female protagonist meets her other interesting counterparts, female actors. So there's a canal story. And the canal story is based on how they're coming from Ilayangudi in a drought hit region. Water parched region causes migration of people towards place where there's water. And that's what happens. Nilgiri Thar, the ecosystem, the tea estates, which are such green deserts, the tea estates, yes. And then the Moyar, however you all want to call it, the Moyar River, yes. And Parsons Valley, Porthmond, yeah, that's what you call it, right? Sanjay was here, you'll be correcting me 1,000 times. Porthmond, and then Paikara, yes, Avalanche, Bhavani, Upper Bhavani, all of this, Mudumalai, yes. This is exactly where this movie was made. And what, yeah, Moyar, and what a masterpiece this movie was, right? Mullum Malarum. That's another movie recommendation that we have for you. Go watch it. Yeah, again, watch it alone, and watch it with a good beverage of your choice in a nice, cozy, dark room with your phone switched off, with nobody talking to you. Yes, and this movie is definitely something. And we thank Mr. Rajnikant for actually making movies such as Annai or Alayam, for thank him for making movies such as, for being part of movies such as Mullum Malarum, and a versatile actor, phenomenal human being who's commanding a lot of respect. Go tag him. Go please tag him on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you're able to find him. Tell him, my dear superstar, I celebrated your birthday today in a responsible way by playing the India Environment Rajinikanth quiz with EFI volunteer. Next movies talk about lakes, ponds, rivers, beaches, Great Indian Bustard, the Dugong, the sea turtles, the Hulok gibbon, the golden langur, the Brahmaputra, the Satluj, Ravi, Bias, Chanab, Godavari, Krishna, Mahanadi, Periyar, Narmada, Sabarmati. Talk about Satpura, Vindhyas, Aravalis, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats. Talk about every animal possible in all the time that you have left, which is, I'm sure, another 100 years with your energy. Please give India and her environment all the due space, because there can't be another bigger vehicle to carry this message across to 140 crore people in this country. This quiz with 20 people can do only this much. The name Rajinikanth on a big screen can do so much more. And that's why we wish you a long life, a lot more movies, because it's going to focus on India and her environment. With that, we thank you for playing this quiz here on YouTube. Tomorrow we don't have the quiz. Day after tomorrow we don't have the quiz. Yes, we don't have this quiz on Sunday also.